Welcome YouTube, Scalar Revolution here, and today we will discuss how to manifest love using the perfect manifesting tool here, the Scion Generator. As you can see, I have the stack of discs that comes with the unit, and also some software discs here. So I have a love disc here, bend over for some strong commanding energy. This is a general luck disc here, Happy Times, which can be used with pretty much any ritual. It's always good to add some luck in there. And then we have the uncrossing. Now, these here are older discs. As you can see, this actually comes with one of the books, so it doesn't have a 9 dial code on there at all. But these have the 1 dial rates, just one code on here. These are a little bit older, but I'm just using these for an example. You don't really need to use as many when you have the 3 rate discs because they add a lot of different aspects in, as you can see on this disc right here. But they're still great tools. That's why I like to combine them. But when using these discs, I do want to add that you don't want to go beyond using 4 to 5 discs, or it kind of just nullifies the effect. You never want to use too much. I would like I say, less is more sometimes. So just another tip on that. But here's the Scion Generator here. Perfect example of transmuted electronics. This is not a regular amplifier. This is a transmuted device. And that's where these discs come into play. This is a very complicated process with some serious engineering knowledge behind it. And also my pendulum, I wanted to add this here because you want to tune these things. As you can see, there's a dial here that you can tune, and you want to use your pendulum. I like to tune it to a particular setting and then use my pendulum to double check, swing, and I always say, higher consciousness, give me a clockwise spin if this is good. And see, it'll spin just like that. And you don't want to move your hand. You want to hold it still. Hope you guys can see that. Hope. And I don't really have it in use right now. I'm just using this as an example, but this all goes into the core training as well, to sensitize yourself to these energies, to get better at these practices, because this is a core skill you want to have when doing any manifesting, especially when working with machines. This is dowsing is definitely very important. There'll be more videos to come on that soon. But as you can see here, what you want to do is when you get this to come with the Scion Generator, bring these here, and I like to stack these on top. So I put all of these together. Simple as that. And you can write a written desire. And when it comes to love, you definitely want to, I definitely recommend writing desires for these, even though the software does pretty much majority of the work. But you do want to fine tune things with the desire, because when it comes to love, maybe you're looking for a particular archetype. Maybe you want somebody that has a certain hair color, a certain height, maybe even in a particular financial bracket. And be reasonable, guys. These aren't magic lamps. Don't, like, if you live in rural town in Texas, don't it's no use trying to use this to meet Beyonce. So I just want to get that out of the way. But be reasonable, and I feel like this is great, especially if you live in a big city. And even if you don't, there's all sorts of ways now in these modern times to meet people. I'd use every channel you can to meet whatever particular lover you're trying to manifest, whether that be online dating apps, and going in person to different events, different and use your interests to an example, because you definitely want somebody that has similar interests as you. That's definitely important, because I feel like it builds that foundation of having a great relationship. So let's say you're into animals. For me, I'm into reptiles, so maybe you want to go to some reptile shows, or hang around certain particular there's lots of reptile shops out where I'm at. Or maybe let's say you're into art, you can go to lots of art museums, meet people that way, or maybe even recommend that is a date idea to whoever you do come in contact with, to kind of gauge where they're at and see what they're interested in. So just a little tip for you guys. But yeah, definitely these things don't happen overnight. So I definitely do things for at least I like to do things like particularly like this, because it's always hard meeting people. We all know the dating scene isn't the best, but it's still good people out there, and you can manifest a great partner in your life. I've definitely done it, and I'm definitely appreciative of the person I have manifested. So I should I would definitely do this for at least 14 days before changing your request, unless it's always good to have multiple Scion generators, because if you're gonna use something like that, you want to, keep it to one particular request at a time. I would recommend getting multiple if you can, but if not, it's okay. You can always, you know, I do things at least, I'd say at least 7 days, but I like to do more so 10 to 14 days for, especially for manifesting a particular person, and see how things go. And then you can alternate requests. So maybe you do 14 days on love, 14 on finances. You kind of rotate it that way. You just kind of have it in rotation until things manifest the way you want them to. So that's another tip for you guys. And of course, you have the spinning disc here that I always showcase. You could definitely, there's a broadcast disc that comes with the Scion generator unit. So if you have one of the transmuted players, you can buy the transmutation disc. So if you have a CD player like this, you can get a transmutation disc and put the broadcast disc in the player, spin that and put it on a repeating loop, and put all these discs, and of course including the Scion generator on top of this. And that's a good way of getting things into the universe at a higher level when you're spinning that broadcast disc. So that's another important tip for you guys. And you can also add a you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to go beyond a certain number of discs. Here's a Van disc. This is I have the oils for these as well. Very powerful angelic spiritual entities, very positive spirits that are great for helping you with whatever you need. So that's also something great to add in there to get some of that spiritual help, something I like to use often. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. More videos to come. Scalar Revolution out.